himself coming into a snake pit in this one. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head, that will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the line, and gets down to avoid contact. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's wrestled to the ground. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Going for the marker on the ground. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this? Gashes the heart of the knee. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown,
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snags a quick pass on the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Rides to back and leaves it. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Works the middle of the field. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Makes the catch. It's Hester. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Smashes through the tackle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Mississippi State going up tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. So now on comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll leave him with him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On target over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fit it in the window for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Quickly out to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Toss sweep right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Got it behind the line. It's Hester. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for on fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident.
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45. They put on the heat and they blocked it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Quick release by the QB.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Quickly to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a draw. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but not able to get to the first down marker.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Pocket breaking down. He's open on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fakes to grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He'll try to do it himself. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, LSU! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Oh, he makes the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
On to kick it away.
They punt it away on fourth down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Got his man on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Boom. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's strong. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just keep slinging it. Caught in the backfield. It's strong. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Grab near the marker. It's Hester. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The give to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He's got an open man. All out of space. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Here's a hit. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking.